oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Throwing first play is Herbert.
Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Those defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? You see your guys open before you deliver.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Now it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had hoped, so let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Unfortunately for them, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game.
And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers.
Alvin Kamara His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. On first down, it's Herbert. It's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, Kamara. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down. Play action. It's Tannehill. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stand
on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Off play action, Tannehill. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On fourth down, Tannehill.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill.
That's complete, left side to Gray.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Caught on a slant. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Goal with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Gould to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. On the return, Hardy. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Hunter Renfro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Williams loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on Herbert now. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Tannehill on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be...
It's caught at the 10! Touchdown! Danny Gray, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Goal with the extra point, and it is 42-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he whips that one incomplete there.
To his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Tannehill. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Tannehill.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And a run is on here this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the deep people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by mania. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 30 on second down, Tannehill. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Now he's going to let it go deep left side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Tied down.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Tannehill intercepted again. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also...
But how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, Justin Herbert. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. So now then the big loss sets up 2nd and 19. Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. But he's got it inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to claw one back. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Tannehill now to throw.
To the right side, incomplete to Atwell. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. A 10th carry for Kamara.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Justin Houston, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw, Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill.
And he will find Atwell. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Here's Tannehill. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Catch made by Watson on the out route. On the move past the 40. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Detroit. Christian Watson, 67 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon can bench it.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Green Bay offense at the line.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Off play action, Tannehill.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know that
it's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run the option left. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd and 7, Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. They just have 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. And that's another play that's painting the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Now goal for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Throwing now, Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you express that, because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things, but ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Packers, they get a Week 18 victory to make that final mark a bit more palatable at 6-11. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Detroit, and they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12. And with some high picks coming in this